I don't even think I can figure out what kind of car this is anymore. What do you think, Russ?
I'd say it's used.
Slightly.
It's got free bullet holes.
But I'm going to take you over to a spot where you can tell some dry washing's been done in recent history. See if we can find some gold they left us. So what we've been doing today is staking placer claims. There's actually a couple of different types of mining claims that you can stake. The two most common are lode and placer. Placer meaning basically wash material. Anything that's come out of its source and left the source is considered placer. If it's still in its original source or its original vein, then it would be considered lode. So if you have a placer claim and you find a vein of quartz that's still firmly attached to the bedrock, then you don't actually have rights to those if somebody else owns that lode claim. Now, if you have a vein of quartz on your placer claim and you have a thought that you might have some gold in it, and you take some samples of it, maybe crush them up and pan them out or whatever to see if there's any color, and you find some, you know, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to stake a lode claim to go along with your placer claim. That way you've got both angles covered and there's never going to be any problems in the future. So right here is a good example. The old timers that were in here, they're working this vein of quartz. It's really decomposed on the surface and broken up, but the further down in that hole you get, the more solid it gets. We've taken some samples out of it and crushed it back at the shop, and we did find some fine gold. We've only crushed 5 or 10 pounds of it, and just super fine gold, stuff that you almost need a microscope to take a look at to see what's there. But there is gold in it, and in a minute I'll take you down and show you some of the ground that we sampled for placer gold with a dry washer and a metal detector, why we chose that spot and what we found. So sometimes with the Gold Monster you hear these little boingy signals. Those are usually hot rocks or garbage, but more often than not hot rocks. But I got something else over here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it again. There, I think that's it. Goes away pretty quick when I lift the coil up, so whatever it is, it's pretty small. So this is all an area that we tested a few days ago, where we seen some old rock piles like that over there, and thought, well, this might be a good place to start. People had dry washed here before, so we expanded on this area over here, and just in this little hole we already got $60 or $80 worth of gold out of it, with some nice chunky flakes, little pickers, even a nugget that was almost a half a gram. So that's what these rocks are from. But so let's see what's here. Maybe it's another piece of garbage. Now, when I'm doing small targets like this, I never fill my scoop all the way up, because if I do and the target's on the top, I'm just going to throw it away thinking it's not in there. So if it's a small target, only put a little bit of dirt in your scoop at a time. Still there. Right about there somewhere. Okay, we got it this time. Still there. All right. Process of elimination. Still there. Plus my ring. Little bit by little bit. Whatever it is, it's small. I think oh, there it is. Just a little dinky little piece of gold, but you know what? It's still gold. There it is. Definitely a keeper. All gold's a keeper. Let's see. And that was the first target. I usually dig at least 100 pieces of garbage before I find a piece of gold. So, well, let's see if we can find its big brother. Go for it. All right, we're still working the same hole, and I got another target here. I've taken a couple inches off so far, but it's a nice solid signal. This is bedrock right here, and it looks like it's down in a crack, so hopefully, you just never know. Nugget was down there somewhere. Show me some gold. Is that it? Maybe that's it. That's not it. Where are you at? Maybe that's it. Let's see. Whatever that is. Oh, gold! Thought it was another piece of trash, but that's a nice little chunker. Well, I wouldn't say a chunker, but hey, you know what? It's gold.
Gold.
Right in the bedrock where it's supposed to be.